Hi, welcome to Eric's Putting Miracle. This putting miracle has taken me many years to finalise, working on all different types of golf courses, so that it can assist golfers for all levels to improve their putting strokes, which will significantly reduce their handicap. With this system you should never take more than 2 putts, and on a good day they will drop in the hole for one regardless of distance. As you know, putting is the most important part of the game, and with this new practical approach it should work for all types of amateur golfers, regular players and beginners. According to the weather conditions on the day, it could affect the greens, and take into account the fact that the greens could be slower than normal or faster, and also uphill or downhill. The instructions will be on an Apple iPhone to help give you the approximate putting stroke you will need to take in, either in inches or centimetres, according to how many paces you walked from the ball to the hole. This is a whole new way of approaching putting and is not taught by professionals in this format. This putting system has been tried and tested amongst many of my colleagues on different courses, and they swear by it. There will be a video and visual aid which will be going on the app, where you will get complete instructions of how to use this new technique. This app has a built-in tolerance level to accommodate your own walking pace, and you should carry it with you whenever you're putting. This is not an instant cure for your putting. This is a development for your pace of putts and will take practice. Visibility is credibility. Successful putting.
Here is a visual putting aid, which will show you the length of tape measuring 26 one way and 26 the other way. We have also included the same tape in centimetres. This represents the longest putt we will make, which is 90 feet, which is 36 paces, and this aid will be shown on the app to make it easier for the golfer to understand the way the system works. When you take your putter back a certain amount of inches or centimetres and putt through to your finish, you're virtually doubling your stroke. For example, 5 paces walked on flat green equals 7 to 14, which makes 7 inches back and 14 inches through. For uphill, there will be different figures shown, and downhill another. It's very important not to hit through the ball, but just putt back and through at the same pace. Think smooth. Now we're going to show you a tape with no ball, just to give you an inference of what it is to take the ball back and through for certain different putts. I'm going to show you 5 inches back and through, 10 inches back and through, 15 inches back and through, and 20 inches back and through. I will also show you the equivalent in centimetres. Use this as often as possible, as it will give you more confidence for your putting stroke. It should take 1 or 2 holes to adjust yourself to the pace of the greens of the course you are playing. This is not an instant cure to your putting. It is a development for your pace of putts and will take practice. Visibility is credibility. This is Tim Dunstan, a professional from Aldenham Golf and Country Club, who will be putting along with me and my friends to show you that this technique will work for all golfers. When you take the putter back from the ball to the top of the middle of the right shoe, it is about 10 inches or 25 centimetres. All you have to do is double the distance through to your finish. Before Tim takes his putt, you will see he's walking at his normal walking pace from the ball to the hole, which I have mentioned in my introduction about the built-in tolerance level. Please note, all putts in this video must be played smoothly back and through to the finish regardless of distance. For ease of use, the putting app will show you 3 different dimensions: flat, uphill or downhill putts. As you gain experience for using this app, you may want to tweak your putting for allowing either greater gradients for both uphill and downhill putts by using the scroll button. This system is so accurate you can even putt off the green in light rough. Most professionals recommend that you should walk past the hole, look back to your ball and see which direction it should be struck. Straight, left or right of the pin, according to the lie of the green. This should not affect your putting distance, as you should always aim to strike the ball just past the hole so it has a chance of going in. With this technique, counting your paces you have walked from the ball to the hole and entering the paces into the app, you will get the numbers up on the app, which will show you how far you should take your putter back and through. This will be in inches or centimetres. This is the basics of how the technique works and is applicable to all distances.
Now we go to the next putt, which is 5 paces. We will show you that flat uphill and downhill gradients. Now let us go 10 paces, using the same system, flat, uphill, downhill, giving you an idea how it works on an average distance. We will then go for a longer putt, which is 25 paces, using the same smooth putting format from walking at your own pace from the ball to the hole. This is approximately 60 feet, but still putt back and through to the finish as smooth as possible. You're not expected to hole out at this distance regularly. You can get it 2 feet or 60 centimetres, that's okay. We are now on the 9th green. We will be taking some very long putts and also will show you how to putt through light rough off the green. We are now putting at 34 paces, a very long putt, which is approximately 85 feet. We hope you won't have to have too many of these, but the system stays the same. On longer putts, it's essential you keep it as smooth as possible and not hit through the ball. We are now on the 10th green at 7 paces and 12 paces. This is an interesting green because it has 2 levels. Use the same putting technique which we use on the 4th green to take less or more as required. We're now on the 13th green, which is severely uphill and downhill. We will be taking putts at 19 paces and 27 paces. One will be uphill and one will be downhill. When putting uphill, you'll have to allow for extra take back on your putter and through to accommodate the gradient on the green. When putting downhill, you'll take less back and follow through by using the scroll button to get the numbers you require for both. This will compensate for this type of green. We are now using the 9th green on the 9-hole course, which is severely downhill. We're taking several putts to demonstrate a very, very long putt on a downhill gradient. You can see from the various people are taking it, someone will get it near the hole and maybe one will get